Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. So I just realized that in the last reading video I did, we spoke on a situation where there is a person who is on a different timeline than you, so a lower vibrational timeline. But this is also an alternate timeline, meaning there is an alternate timeline with this person where the two of you are consistently connecting and in some kind of full-blown committed relationship or romantic connection. However, because you chose to elevate yourself, to work on yourself, you raised your vibration and collapsed out that old timeline. You closed the door with this person, not necessarily because you wanted to, walk away from them or lose the person or anything like that, but because you chose your growth over the need to connect physically with this individual. Essentially, you surrendered it to the universe, and the answer from the universe was either no or it's not yet time to connect with them because they can't go with you at this time on this path of self-growth, expansion, and evolution. And I feel like it was really painful to leave this person behind. I'm hearing you stayed in hell with them for a long time. So you actually may have delayed this self-growth for a period of time because you loved them, because you wanted to experience them in your life a little longer, but you always had this psychic sense that there was a time limit on that connection because you could sense that a higher timeline was calling you, and that as soon as you consciously began heeding that call, working on yourself, raising your vibration, you knew that at least for a time, this person would be disconnected from your physical reality. But ultimately, that is exactly what happened. You chose to work on yourself, to raise your vibration, knowing on some level that in doing that, you were leaving behind that person and that version or that aspect of yourself that connected with them from that lower vibrational place. But they continued to live with that aspect of you in a sense, or to play out that timeline energetically, whereas you rose to a higher timeline. And all of this is coming up at the beginning of this video because I realized that in the last video we spoke on this, but I never actually dove into what was going on here or more of the details and mechanics of what is occurring with this specific individual. So we're going to do that here in this video. It may be a bit of a shorter reading video just to touch on those details. Of course, those of you who have been on my channel for a while know that I consider these videos mini readings because I have main collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, I do invite you to join me on those times and days if you feel guided to do so. But in between those main collective readings, I like to do what I call mini readings, which is basically where we hone in on more specific threads of energy, certain dynamics that often resonate with very specific portions of our collective here. So as I always say, use your intuition above all else and only take from these videos what really connects with you in that deeper, more intuitive place within yourself, especially when it comes to these in-between mini reading videos, because as I said, I often do pick up on more very specific threads of energy and certain themes that will apply to segments of our collective here. Okay, so I also realized I didn't introduce myself to any of you who are new. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. If you do want to manifest a more specific message from the reading today, you can do so by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so I want to know more about this person that you left behind on a lower vibrational timeline. I'm hearing you might be grieving for this person or feeling waves of sadness. I also heard nausea. So nausea, dizziness, you might even be feeling some off physical sensations around this person or connection. It's interesting. For a second, I paused because I just suddenly felt mentally distracted. So you might also be feeling suddenly like you don't belong in your current reality, or like you're feeling distracted from your current reality. Can I get more information on what's happening with this person? Now, of course, I'm not a doctor or medical professional, so whenever you are experiencing something physical, I always recommend pursuing any potential medical or explainable physical causes. We have the card beliefs. So something about beliefs seemed to be keeping you apart, or really I'm seeing beliefs almost like a blindfold over this person's eyes. So they have some kind of belief system that they're almost trapped in that's keeping them very unconscious. I'm seeing a lamb, maybe a sacrificial lamb. Maybe you are this person's sacrificial lamb, meaning they are, why am I getting they're metaphorically sacrificing you to this belief system, painting you to be the villain of their story is what came out in the last reading. That's very interesting. If this is already connecting, I do really recommend heading over to my most recent reading after this one. I just see this person blindfolded, but you're the sacrificial lamb. Like they've been blinded and you feel betrayed by this person. You feel like they are intentionally misunderstanding you, but they're just at this very low level of consciousness because of some beliefs. Now, these beliefs don't have to be spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. These really could be beliefs about themselves, beliefs about love or about the world. And I'm seeing you trying to remove the blindfold. Maybe you tried to open this person's eyes or to awaken them, but they weren't willing to see. Let them go and let it be is the message coming through. Something about the way that this person is pulling on your energy. It's almost like trying to tempt you to chase them, or to run back to them, or to reach out to them. And yet you feel this firm voice from within you saying, no, I am not going to be connecting with them. I'm not going to be reaching out to them. But I'm hearing split. So you might be feeling very internally conflicted or divided because, and I'm hearing that aspect of you that is firmly saying, no, we're not going to chase. We're not going to reach out. We're not going to run back to them. That's what's winning here. That's what's going to win here. That's the voice you're listening to. But you do feel this confliction internally. I'm hearing for some of you, it might be keeping you awake at night, and it might be hitting you more strongly when you're in solitude, when you're alone, or even when you're around other people, but just feeling more alone. I feel there was a time where you had really deep emotional intimacy with this person, where you felt really seen by one another. There was this really beautiful bond here, and I'm hearing it was meant to last. It was meant to be in your life in some type of way, but this person put on some kind of blindfold here. Maybe someone put the blindfold on them. Mystery, magic, intrigue, suspense. You're entering unknown territory. You're in this energy of mystery. It looks like you were the runner here, that you ran away, but you didn't run away. I'm hearing you didn't run away. You elevated yourself, and this person remained committed to some kind of pattern of victimhood, some kind of low vibrational system connection pattern in their life, and put on some kind of blindfold. I'm hearing they willingly put back on the blindfold. It's almost like for a moment you did awaken them, or you did open their eyes, but then they put the blindfold back on. They retreated back into the known, and you stepped forward into the unknown. And it's scary because you're still stepping forward into the unknown. You don't know where this path is going to lead you, but you're trusting your intuition. And this person has completely closed off their intuition. Wow, I'm getting chills all over because we literally have the card alone, and this card actually pictures a man with a blindfold on. So, of course, masculine and feminine energy aren't connected to gender necessarily, but I feel that for many of you, this person could be a masculine, and you may resonate more so as the divine feminine here in this situation. I feel like you feel a sense of betrayal or a sense of abandonment by this person. I keep hearing friends as well. So I don't know why, but I keep picking up on at least two individuals that might be friends around this person who may have influenced them to put the blindfold back on, to paint you out to be the villain. Maybe these are individuals that they're talking to here. I'm hearing I can't go back home with the home card. Maybe you feel this person as a sort of home because of the way that the two of you saw each other so intensely. I'm getting the letters D-I-V. These might be letters in someone's name, but also I'm hearing the word diva. Maybe there's a feminine energy around this masculine. This could be a friend, a family member who's very dramatic or being some kind of diva, and maybe influenced them to, I'm hearing, to tell the drama of their story with you in a misconstrued kind of way. I'm hearing painting you a different way. For some reason, that imagery of painting keeps coming up. So maybe someone's a painter here, but also I'm seeing the card memories. This person is doing everything they can to keep the blindfold on, to keep painting you as a villain or misconstruing you or distracting themselves. But the memories that they shared with you are so meaningful to them and affected them on such a deep emotional level that even with all these distractions, with all of this generated drama, they still find themselves at times falling back into thinking about you, remembering. I'm hearing their heart knows the truth deep down. Again, even if they've put a blindfold on and are misconstruing you or misconstruing what happened between the two of you, deep down in their heart, they know your heart. They're just unawakened with the unawakened card. But the thing is, I feel like they were beginning to awaken. They were removing the blindfold. They were opening their eyes. But then something caused them to put the blindfold back on here. Can I get more details about why this person put the blindfold back on? Some kind of wounding took place, or they weren't willing to heal some kind of wound. And I do feel someone, or maybe multiple people, may have been kind of in their ear here. I'm hearing whispering for some reason, whispering in their ear, symbolically or literally, to keep them in some kind of self-sabotaging pattern that they were justifying as righteousness, I'm hearing, or as right in some way. But it's like they were completely missed. It's like they completely missed the mark here. They have everything opposite of how it actually is, or people are perceiving you opposite of how you actually are. And this might be part of why You are feeling the pull to this person and to this timeline because you might be beating yourself up thinking, haven't I moved beyond this? Haven't I outgrown this? The ironic thing is the reason that you find them coming up is because you actually have outgrown this. You have evolved beyond this, but this person secretly has not. This person secretly is still feeling you so strongly, thinking of those memories. They feel pain in their heart when they realize, again, they realize deep down that they are blinding themselves to some kind of truth here. But this isn't someone who often introspects. This might be someone who really doesn't like spending time alone or introspecting. They've been avoiding doing that. But the moment that they're pushed to introspect, which I'm hearing will happen, eventually this person's going to be pushed into a state where they're going to be more alone than usual. Maybe they'll have to live alone for a period of time, or they'll have more time on their hands. And I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing the wind is going to go out of their sails here. It's like they're not going to be able to escape what they're really feeling on a deeper level, what they already know in their heart when this situation happens where they're pushed to be alone with themselves. But right now, there are these external influences and so much generated drama that they haven't been forced to face the music in a sense. So I am going to be channeling some more messages deeper in this person's heart space. But first, if you are resonating with the reading, because there is a lot of energy flowing between you and this person, I would highly recommend some of my subliminals for a deep level, comprehensive energy clearing, just to keep you really grounded within yourself, really focused on your own goals, your dreams, your vision, which, by the way, I feel we'll touch more on this in a future reading, but I'm picking up that you are here with a very powerful vision, with a very powerful destiny that requires a high degree of intense focus on your end. So energy clearing is even more essential for you than for most. But for this kind of comprehensive energy clearing, I've created many subliminals that can assist you with this. Subliminals are especially powerful for energy clearing because they contain unconscious spoken affirmations that are embedded within other meditation sounds, tones, and frequencies. And this allows the affirmations to bypass the conscious level of the mind, making deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind, which it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts. And of course, our thoughts reflect in our energetic field. So reprogramming the subconscious with subliminals is essentially a backdoor fast track to manifesting in our lives. Personally, I started using subliminals several years ago, and I have seen the most powerful and effective results, shifts, and changes in my life, so much more so than any other manifestation technique I've tried in the past. So because I am so passionate about subliminals, I've created my very own app for them. And the name of this app is Sound and Soulful. It's recently launched in both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. So you can find it there. And as you can see on the screen, within this app, I have over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life. So there are subliminals for love, relationships, energy clearing, for money, fame, appearance, manifesting specific things in your life, and so much more. And when you create a 7-day free trial account on my app, you get access to all of my subliminals in 10 different background sound options. You can also create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. So specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend checking out my 7 chakra energy clearing subliminal, as well as my subliminal called Releasing Soul Ties. Combined, these are really designed to deeply clear out your energy through all 7 chakra centers, while the Releasing Soul Ties subliminal will help you specifically with this person to prune out those unhealthy, lower vibrational aspects to your connection so that you can free both yourself and them to your highest good. But the beautiful thing about this as well is that it's designed to only prune out the detrimental aspects of the connection. So what this means is if you still do desire to connect with this person on a more positive, higher vibrational plane to align with a higher vibrational form of your connection with them, then of course you can use this subliminal to manifest that as well, if that is something that you desire. So I will be leaving more information about my subliminals under the video. I will be specifically leaving a link that you can use to go to the app in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some messages from this person's heart. So I want to know more about how this person is feeling deep within their heart, because as we said earlier, deep within this person's heart, they know the truth. What does this person know? I'm hearing I couldn't keep it alive. I couldn't keep our love alive. Like I was seeing literally a withered plant of some kind. I underestimated how important you are in my life, but I'm hearing I don't know what to do now, or I don't know what to do with these feelings now. I can't go another day without you. But the strange thing is, they're saying I can't go another day without you, but I heard in my mind's eye, my mind through my third eye, that they will go another day without you. So I don't feel that they're going to reach out right away. It's like they feel as though they're almost in some kind of self-created hell where being without you is almost unbearable. But they're going to, at this moment, continue going on without you. You deserve better than them. So regardless of whether or not you are connecting with someone else romantically, this is someone who feels as though you deserve the best when it comes to love, but they have a very low opinion of themselves here. They actually see themselves as a heartless person, or having been heartless to you in some way. It's almost like this person says, I am going to keep living in this self-created hell for now, and I'm not going to reach out because you deserve the best, and I know that I'm not the best for you. This person has a very negative opinion of themselves at the moment. So they almost feel as though they're sacrificing themselves here for your higher good. But the strange thing is, at the same time, they do seem to be, I'm hearing weak, that they are giving in to the influences of other people that are trying to paint you in a certain way or keep you blind here. And specifically, I'm getting this Queen of Cups reversed. So once again, we might be picking up on that feminine energy that was coming through earlier. This could be a friend, a family member, a romantic situation for them. This is also someone who I'm hearing is afraid of change. They might be very indecisive, and yet they're very stubborn about not re-entering your life at this time. Yeah, this person seems to have a lot of fear. It's almost like they feel as though they've created their own hell, but they're accepting it here. Now, of course, I know this sounds like a very intense kind of way to be closing out the reading, but I'm also hearing the story doesn't have to be over. So if this is someone that you do desire to connect with in the future, although they do seem to be in this very intense lower vibrational space at the moment, I also want to re-emphasize that you really are the powerful creator of your reality, and you can choose to align with any timeline, outcome, situation, or connection that you desire. So if you do still hold the soul desire to connect with this person in the future, I feel that may be a possibility down the line, but it would require this person to develop, I'm hearing, a spiritual backbone, to really become stronger within themselves, to throw off this pattern of both victimhood, but also painting you in their mind as this kind of villain of their story. The strange thing about that still is that's not really how they feel about you, but it's almost like external influences are whispering in their ear, kind of trying to make them believe that. And it's almost like they're trying to deceive themselves into that. But at another level, they know that's not true. They know that you were deeply important in their life. Those memories of you that felt like home have them grieving, I'm hearing, almost all the time here. So I know this has been a very heavy, intense reading, but I also feel if this is connecting for you, it was necessary to hear this put into words to help confirm what your intuition has been feeling. So giving a space to this heavy energy may have actually assisted someone out there in lifting their own vibration, in clearing some of that energy, and recognizing that you are on this beautiful, thriving track, and that if you're feeling this heaviness, what you're really picking up on is what this other person is going through. Again, I do recommend the subliminals I've created, especially that one for releasing soul ties, to help you clear some of your energy around this situation and ground yourself more deeply. So the link to download my Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box. Otherwise, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And for future readings and updates, you can also subscribe to me here on YouTube, and be sure to turn on the notifications so you get updated when I post new videos. I hope you all have a wonderful remainder of your day. Take care, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.